Welcome to the Media Bubble Podcast. I'm Karol and he's Fredrik, and let's get this show on the road.
Yay, we're back with another episode, and this time we're going to do a sort of trilogy of episodes, and they are all Kingdom Hearts related, because I guess we are a little bit of two Kingdom Hearts fans.
You could call us that. I feel this description is applicable to us.
And the first part is being called The Wait. 5 years, 7 months, and 19 days.
So what is your idea? You said you have 3 episodes planned. How will they look like, and what's the reason for making all 3 of them?
Well, when I was thinking about making episodes about Kingdom Hearts, I specifically thought about Kingdom Hearts 3. And one thing that is about Kingdom Hearts 3 is that when I was finally able to play it, I was like done with the games in two weeks or something like that. But then you had all this other time where I was like waiting for this game for such a period amount of time. And I thought it would be interesting to look a little bit back on I guess the release of Kingdom Hearts 3. So this is going to be a little bit of a journey on how those years went.
Because for a long time, if I remember correctly, just like Persona 5, Kingdom Hearts 3 was a meme that it's never coming out.
Well, I guess I'm getting a bit on that. If you want an easier time with go along with what we say in this episode, then I would recommend our YouTube video because we have a lot of visuals themes to this episode.
Yeah, this truly feels like a proper presentation TED Talk kind of type of deal.
So... Well, I did this presentation when we still kind of were a lot more information kind of videos, which later on I tried to make this more loose nowadays. First thing, if we go to our first slide that I'm kind of thinking of explaining, is how I got into Kingdom Hearts. I don't know about you, but the first thing I think I saw of Kingdom Hearts was like these weird artworks that you can see in like the lower end of this picture, which for someone that didn't know Kingdom Hearts, it was just like, why is Mickey, Donald Duck, and Goofy with these anime characters?
That is the description of all the games.
And then one day randomly I was in a normal shop here in Sweden, and I found a volume of a Kingdom Hearts manga, and it had Disney characters on it, so I was like, oh, should I test this? And then I read it. I didn't understand a whole lot what was going on, but it piqued my interest a bit. So some months later, I guess I watched the story of Kingdom Hearts on with their cutscene on YouTube, and I was like, this story is so entertainingly weird that I kind of love it.
Yeah, I think I fell into the same situation where most of the early knowledge about Kingdom Hearts was just the compilation of all the cutscenes on YouTube.
Yeah, kind of, because at the time I didn't have any PlayStation console, and that's kind of where most of the Kingdom Hearts content was, with exception of an Kingdom Hearts game that I actually could play, which was released on July 20th, 2012, which was Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance, which kind of made me discover that I just didn't like the story. I actually enjoyed the gameplay too. But two are a journey with Kingdom Hearts 3 because with Kingdom Hearts it was kind of a long wait for just the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3. Like that was kind of, as you said, it was kind of becoming a meme before Kingdom Hearts 3 was even announced because people had been waiting for such a long time between Kingdom Hearts 2 and kind of just the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3.
I mean, between the end of Kingdom Hearts 2 and the release of Kingdom Hearts 3, there were a lot of games still tying back to the previous ones. Like they were still they were establishing new ideas, but it wasn't like a new mainline series game.
And those games had also come between this announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3, like 3D, like there had been like released 6 spin-off kind of title of Kingdom Hearts before Kingdom Hearts 3 was even announced.
Yeah, I think I remember. I mean, I played a mobile game for the most part. That was the game I dove into.
Yeah, that one came out after the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3 when I think about it.
Yeah, it did. Oh god.
But the official announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3 was at June 10th, 2013 at Sony's E3 presentation, which I guess is kind of a bit of a relic of the time now. When didn't E3 announce a couple of months ago that they were like cancelled for like ever now?
Yeah, that's what they did. We have with PlayStation. I don't even remember what the Nintendo Direct alternative. No, State of Play. So we have State of Play, Nintendo Direct, like Xbox Showcase. There just isn't a reason for a whole ass like conference like E3 anymore.
Yeah, but I am still a bit surprised that they canceled the whole thing, because wasn't the whole thing with E3 that you were going to this place and like testing demos for games that are going to release in the future? Like the presentation was kind of just a big bonus, I guess.
I would say E3 was originally made for like business insiders. It wasn't really meant for fans aside from trailers. It was meant to sell the ideas to investors that these people can make video games. And with time it kind of blew up into this like celebration of gaming, which I agree is it's sad that it's been let go.
And the only thing with the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3 in the beginning was Sora being on the beach finding a keyblade, and then on I guess those 3 pictures on the side also was where when they announced. I guess we got a tiny bit of gameplay, and then on June 5th 2014 we got I guess we just got some text. On the land shall darkness prevail and light expire.
Dark light, heart, dark light, dark heart.
And the why I'm kind of think when I'm remembering Kingdom Hearts, I'm kind of thinking of just the journey of the release of Kingdom Hearts 3, because as I said in the title, it took 5 years, 7 months and 19 days for it to release, which was a really long time back then. But
it still is.
I guess I guess games nowadays feels like they take a lot longer to develop now. Like to me today it doesn't feel like if someone announced a game like, oh, this is going to release in the next 5 years. Nowadays I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, like.
But at this point in time, that was a really long time.
Yeah, because the general feeling was, oh, they're introducing like a new Kingdom Hearts, then it means that it's like close to completion, right? Like we'll get our hands on it very soon, right?
Well, was it really? Because at the same time we knew that Square Enix was making this game.
Can we blame it on the folly of youth? like it's because we were kids and we did because I at the time didn't really understand that Square Enix that much. It's only after when I got into Final Fantasy I understood their like how they operate.
Yeah, because apparently Square Enix like to announce games way too early.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess on the next slide, I guess we got some, just some quotes or some things I heard. Directly after E3 to 2013, Tetsuya Nomura claimed that Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced too early based on where the game currently stands in development. He continued by saying many fans were feeling impatient due to our continuous release of spin-off titles, so we decided to announce it at the same time as Final Fantasy 15. Kind of the thing that we just spoke about, I guess.
Yeah. I guess even Nomura felt that it was as you quoted, like it was too early.
I guess he has a point when I read that many Kingdom Hearts fans are really impatient in some areas. On the visuals, he said that they tried to remember that these Kingdom Hearts characters were originally paintbrushed art from Disney production, a texture that was one of our original aims, that it was time to return to that. So chief creative director Takashi Nozuara went through a series of tests and resulted that the visuals that we refer to the team as Kingdom Shader. It may look like a pretty drastic change, but I see it as a rich evolution of everything we've shown up to this point, or up to now. Let's see. In an interview January 2014, Nomura stated that the plot of the game will pick up immediately after the events of Dream Drop Distance. He also added that the plot will examine the 7 lights and 13 darkness coming together for the final battle, but everyone that is expected to fulfill these roles may not.
Whatever could that mean?
Oh. Let's see. D23 trailer, Nomura revealed that all Keyblade transform each in different ways, and confirmed that the attractions they have seen in trailers, such that the big Magic Mountain, are not tied to the Keyblade abilities, but the enemies you are up against. In September 2014, it was announced that Nomura will be leaving Final Fantasy 15 development team as a director, so he can focus attention on other projects, including Kingdom Hearts 3. I guess we have discussed that a bit in some of our earlier episodes.
Yeah, specifically the many episodes where we talked about Final Fantasy 15.
Let's see. October 6, 2014, it was announced that the game would be developed using Epic Games Unreal Engine 4 instead of Square Lumious engine as previously announced. So they switched engine, which one of the reasons why this year, or why this game also took a long time to release, was the switching of the engine. Nomura stated in another interview that I said that prolonged the development by like 1 year or something like that.
I think if they felt the need to change the engine, the final product, the final game is pretty dang good. Like whatever their how do I say it? Whatever their reasoning was, I guess it was valid, right? Like the game looks great and plays great.
Yeah, it really looks great, and it has a nice style for both the visuals looking really good and the Disney characters that, as he quoted saying that these were original paintbrushed characters, they still look good in this environment.
3D. I mean, we have, as some of the worlds in the game are inspired by Disney movies, some of the characters look straight out of the 3D ones.
Yeah, I guess it also helped that a lot of movies that they adapted were from the Disney's 3D movie era.
Yeah. And Unreal Engine 4 is currently also used for productions on like TV series and upcoming movies. For example, I remember Andor and what was the series, Star Wars series with Baby Yoda?
The Mandalorian.
Yes, so a lot of the scenes are made with the help of blue screens, and they primarily use Unreal Engine 4 to create like the visuals of places.
Okay, so
And derailing, continue.
For a while, Kingdom Hearts, with the exception that this game was announced, it was quiet for quite a long time. It wasn't on June 16, 2015, on Sony's E3 presentation that we finally got to see the game again, which was a kind of 2-year window since it was announced. And this time, I guess we got a bit of gameplay of it. We saw a little bit of Sora fighting some enemies, a bit of the world. The world looked a bit bigger than they previously had been, and we also got the confirmation of 2 worlds that were going to be in the game, which were going to be Tangled, a world based on the movie Tangled, and Hercules returning as a world again.
Has there been a game where Hercules, like where his world was not included?
I don't think so, actually. I think Hercules might be the only series that has had something in every... actually, when I think about it, Hercules didn't have anything to do in Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. I just always assume since these games usually have like a Colosseum stage, kind of like a tournament deal, and usually they pick Herc's World for that, but I guess they didn't have it in Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, maybe Nomura just likes the film Hercules a lot, because in Kingdom Hearts 3 there weren't a lot of returning worlds. One of the few that actually did return was Hercules, of course. I guess something that happened in the trailer as well was that we got to see a young Xehanort and Eraqus.
I think that's how you say his name.
Probably playing chess together and having a bit of, I guess, talk about the darkness and the 13 lights and things like that. Like I don't completely remember word for word, but something like that.
So I actually know a little bit about this scene, or maybe some like background information. So their relationship was explored in Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, if I remember correctly. And it was basically the time when Eraqus and Xehanort were both students under Odin. And it was a story detailing how their classmates were killed one by one, like on a mission. I tried the game. It was tied to Kingdom Cross Union, but I did not like it, so I did not stuck with it.
I guess something else that was kind of revealed was 2 more of Sora's abilities of taking Disneyland themed attractions and fighting with them.
Yeah, it was like, I think everyone was hyped when they announced just Disney attractions, really. It looks spectacular.
Yeah, they look quite good. And I guess they were also were quite useful when there was a lot of enemies. Let's see, if we continue on, On August 17, 2015 at the D23 Expo, Disney announced that there was going to be a world based on Big Hero 6, and I guess the only thing that they had to show was this artwork of Sora riding Baymax while fighting another Baymax.
I think also one of the I wanted to skip ahead to the further images, but I think it was just that at the time.
Yeah, one of the weird thing with Big Hero 6 was that it was one of the earlier worlds that they announced, but it was like the last that actually got a trailer. And also on December 19, 2015, or Jump Festa 2016, I guess we got a little bit of more footage of gameplays and things like that, like some new Sora abilities. But one thing that I found really interesting was in one of these trailers you can find Sora walking to Jahzzar's castle. And what is interesting about that is that while we see these images in this trailer, they are not in. You can't at any point in Kingdom Hearts 3 go to Jahzzar's castle.
Really?
No. Well, the characters are there, but they are just in cutscenes. There's never a point in Kingdom Hearts 3 where this little area is playable.
That's weird, but I can find the maybe I can excuse it since like this is Yen Sid's home base, so I wouldn't suspect any Heartless or nobodies showing up, right?
I just thought that in the trailer there were some showing up at some Heartless there, but I guess I just found it interesting that they included an area in one of the trailers which was later like cut from the game.
But I think in a way you still end up at Yansid's castle, right? Isn't there like
No.
a post-game scenario kind of type of deal where you end up there with Riku and Yensid is talking about retaking the mark of mastery?
Yeah, that is exactly what I said. It's just in cutscenes.
Oh yeah, because I was also thinking that you were allowed to walk around, but yeah, you're stuck in you're stuck inside.
Okay, I guess we're going through a bit of a jump again, as the last thing I talked about was from I guess Jump Festa 2016, and now we're going to January 24, 2017, which was the release of Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, which
The name, the infamous naming of this game.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is kind of famous for some of the weird name. Like there was one Kingdom Hearts game for the Nintendo DS, which was like Kingdom Hearts 365 days or something.
Yeah,
like
368 by 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's apparently really important, and it was also a spin-off on another console. But this is not about the spin-offs being on other consoles. This is about January 24th.
Well, because this video is more about the release of Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm not thinking of spending a lot of time with this. It was kind of just that while we were waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3, the Square Enix were releasing remastered version of some of their earlier Kingdom Hearts games, and this one included Dream Drop Distance. It included a lot of cutscenes from, I guess, the mobile game, and a kind of solo adventure with Aqua when she was in... Oh, what the heck is that place called now?
Dark World. is my guess. What was the place? Darkness? Was she just in darkness? Question mark.
Well, she kind of is in darkness, but I don't think...
Or maybe it's like a
I don't
sleeping world.
I don't remember what the world, what it's called now. It has been a little bit of time since I played Kingdom Hearts.
Can I also say, I also wanted to mention two things. So I wanted to touch on all the remasters that were taking place before the release of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, if you go to the next slide, and I have them in pictures.
Oh, all right. Then on to the next slide. Because this created a situation where getting into Kingdom Hearts was never easier than it was at the time. Like, all the games, all the spin-offs, all the necessary info, sure. I think the first 1.5, it included scenes from 300 by 2 days. And it also included, what's the game? Chain of Memories. And then 2.5 included it was, what's the game with Aquaterra and Ventus?
Birth by Sleep?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it was Birth by Sleep. So it was unprecedented since all of the games and all of the this story is interesting, but it was always hard to get into it because of all the weird system requirements. It was either on PSP or Nintendo's on a DS or on PSP or so with all these remasters, everyone was just hoping for it. Everybody was excited.
The first remaster came out September 13th, 2013. The second came out December 5th, 2014, and then another remaster including both of the games, which I got my hands on, was released on March 31st, 2017, which kind of helped because now there was, as you said, it was easy to play the games now.
And the second point that I wanted to mention back to Kingdom Hearts 2.8, the biggest thing I remember from that time was the banging of a song that was accompanied by the trailer to 2.8. Yeah, but I mean specifically that the one that I still listen to this day, which is Simple and Clean Ray of Hope version. It's the one that sounds like it was just a perfect summer beat by Hikaru Utada.
Was that a remix of one of the songs that was in the first or second game?
Yeah, it was a remix, like a rearrangement of Simple and Clean.
Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts music I feel has something. Maybe it's just the artist, but it has something unique in them, which I kind of feel like it transforms you to another world.
Yeah, it's also genuine. Like this is a game where you fight with Donald Duck and Goofy, but the music is gripping you by the heart and the story is good. Like there's no shame about what it is.
I guess that was the one surprising thing was, this is the game where with a lot of Disney worlds and you play with Donald and Goofy. Also, there's a lot of anime characters which and some of them are tragic.
Most of them are tragic.
Yeah, at some point. But everything works out in the end.
Well,
Well, I guess we can talk about that for another day. So one thing that I kind of, I guess, quickly, this I'm just going to talk about briefly about what I thought about Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Kingdom Hearts 1, it took a bit of times before I actually got into this game. Like I tried it 1, 2, 3, 4 before I actually got some real playing time in it. Like for some reason I feel like Kingdom Hearts 1 didn't interest me as much of the other Kingdom Hearts games, but it still works fairly well. It has Disney Worlds to explore, and yeah, it is somewhat fun.
I got stuck in Traverse Town and I hated it so much I quit Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, I wondered if you were going to bring up that fact. Like, Karol tested Kingdom Hearts 1. He borrowed a, co- a
I borrowed your copy
from
of the
me
game.
one time. Yeah, and you literally didn't go farther than Traverse Town.
Yeah, I gave up. I don't think I could find Goofy and Donald in the town. I'm just like, well, I guess that's it for me. But I still enjoyed the story and all the mythos and characters.
Let's see, Kingdom Hearts 2. I really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 2. That was a lot of fun, actually. I found like the story was more interesting, with a lot of more weird shit happening all the time, and the world were, I guess, a little bit better. It was more fun with. They added some new power ups for Sora with the gameplay. I just found Kingdom Hearts 2 to be a much more fun time.
I'm so glad you included the Mickey and the organization robes in this
Really?
slide.
Why?
Because it reminds me of another meme. Say, fellas, have you ever heard about the what was it? Have you ever heard about the Door to Darkness? Something like that. It was fun. Also, I think I also enjoyed the story of Kingdom Hearts 2. I liked Namine. I think because I liked the Chain of Memories story as well, about losing your memories and erasing your memories, creating like new people out of them, and it was fun how that game affected the plot of Kingdom Hearts 2, because like you play as Roxas in the beginning of it. Like you kind of have a follow.
Yeah, which was a unique character. Like when you first start to play Kingdom Hearts 2, like you're kind of wondering what's going on with this Roxas guy. Where's Sora?
Yeah, like it. And going back to accessibility of previous games, if you haven't played Chain of Memories, you haven't or 302 by 6 days, you have no idea what's happening in the beginning of this game.
Yeah, which at the time Kingdom Hearts 2 was released, that game was only a Game Boy title.
Gosh, the crimes that Squeenix did to this franchise.
I don't know if it is a crime to release a game on handheld consoles, though, Doc.
I say it is.
Well, one thing that I will say of the story purposes, because this is also the time where I found Kingdom Hearts story to be really interesting. I guess the biggest thing was because of the inclusion of Organization 13, which I found to be a really cool villain concept and executed really good.
Yeah, I agree. They are cool. Like there's always like some kind of trait you find likable in all of the villains.
Everyone was also so unique in a way.
Yeah.
And if we're going to continue on our journey through the release of Kingdom Hearts 3, let's see, June 10th, 2017, at Kingdom Hearts Orchestra World Tour, we got some more gameplay, and we got some cutscenes where I guess brought some interesting thing, like there was one cutscene with Sora, Donald, and Goofy where they are confronted by Ansem and Semnes, and they are talking about that Sora is trying to bring Roxas back, which was kind of a which at this point you weren't really sure what the heck was going to happen with Roxas. Are they going to bring him back, or is he just going to stay in Sora's body or something like that? And
I mean, wasn't like one point Sora had the two other souls in his body? It was,
3.
yeah, it was because,
It was Roxas, Xion, and Ventus.
yeah,
All 3 at the same time.
yeah, Sora is like a party bus for souls.
Yeah, and then I guess the talk about a black box with Pete, Maleficent, and Hades, and I can't really talk about the black box that much because we still don't know what's in this box.
There has been theories, and
Yeah, there can always be theories, but the truth is we don't know exactly what's in it.
yeah, exactly. And I don't think, since we're discussing the release of Kingdom Hearts, we haven't really come to the plot of it. I think it's okay for now to put a pin in that.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking of talking about the Kingdom Hearts 3 actual plot in the next episode.
So, just so you know, there's a black box. It's important.
We think.
We think.
Let's see. On July 16, 2017, D23, let's see. There was the release of a Toy Story world, and I guess also the inclusion of the first Pixar world, which was kind of big news at the time, that Pixar was going to be included. I guess there were some fan sites that were asking for like a Star Wars world and a Marvel Cinematic Universe world, but do you want those? Like, I feel like if those were included, they would be a little bit out of place, but
I don't even feel that they would be.
I guess it could work.
I don't feel that they would even be out of place. I feel that with the Marvel fatigue that everyone is experiencing, they would just not age well. Like they would, I don't think they would be as enjoyable right now.
Well, they probably still would if they made an Avengers world or whatever. But you know that Kingdom Hearts first game had a lot of old Disney movies from like 50s and things like that, Karol.
Yeah, I know. It's just that I don't mean that it's like, oh, it is too popular. It's just that we're kind of tired of seeing Marvel stuff right now, and putting it in Kingdom Hearts, it would just remind you of you being tired of superhero movies.
I don't think we're tired of them. I just don't think that they have released anything good for a long time. Well, that is a discussion for another time, I guess.
I think so as well.
But anyway, Kingdom Hearts 3 announces a Toy Story world where... do you remember when this was revealed?
Not really, no.
Well, it was big news at the time because they were including a Pixar world.
Oh yeah, because they didn't include a Pixar world in the previous games.
No, it was just Disney animated films.
Strictly Disney.
With the exception of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Still weird, but I guess go off, Jack Black. Captain Jack. Why did I say Jack Black?
I don't know.
Oh, what I meant to say. I mean, it works better in the third game, I feel like. It just looks better.
Let's see, and then I did some predictions. Like now, after that trailer, I was getting somewhat hyped for Kingdom Hearts again, and I found some of my old predictions in documents, and I did a prediction on what in the end the 7 lights were probably going to be, which was Sora, Kairi, Riku, Aqua, Ventus, Lee, and Mickey, because that, from what you could understand in the cutscene, that just seemed the most logical.
Yeah, I don't feel like you could put anyone else in these lights.
Yeah, you could. Terra was a kind of a question mark how he was going to come into this game, I guess. And I guess you could also, I guess you could technically also do Roxas.
Well, if you include Roxas, you could also include Namine.
Yeah, as you see, Karol, you could include many.
You're right. There, it wasn't as obvious.
Let's see, Organization 13. If I remember correctly, the members that had been announced were Young Xehanort, Semnes, Ansem, Sigbar, and
Vanitas.
why am I blacking at some of these names?
I like that 5 of them is Xehanort.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird thing, I guess.
Plus Zigbar Vanitas. What's his face? The card guy.
Yeah, the card guy and Lee's friend that has blue hair, I guess.
Not as important, I guess.
That sounds terrible. I don't know, but I'm kind of blocking at some of the names. And oh right, Venita's other self. Why am I blocking?
No. You're saying
too?
it's Ventus, and he split into like Ventus and Vanitas because Vanitas is like the
Vanitas. Yeah, with Xehanort kind of took the darkness out of Ventus and made him to his own person. And then I just had 4 characters in dark clothes because I thought we were going to get some new villains.
But it was instead Marluxia, Roxine, not Roxine. What's her name?
Larxene.
Yeah, Larxene, Marluxia, Zigbar, and just the regular suspects.
Like the thing when this was presented as this was going to be the ultimate Organization 13, and I was thinking like, oh, then there's not going to be that many returning from the original 13. Like this is going to be the ultimate, and I guess we're going to get some new powerful villains that we haven't seen before, and that was not what was going on. They were kind like if you hadn't seen them transform back into humans in Dream Drop Distance, then pretty much everyone else was included in this new organization.
But don't you feel it would feel out of place if they introduced a new major villain and just pushed them into the final fight in the last, like in the 3rd game of the trilogy?
Well, we already knew that the main bad guy was going to be Xehanort, and it was always going to be him, but this was more like some other minions in this new Organization 13, like not the main villain. Karol?
Yes, I am still here. I'm just I had a thought, but that thought left me long ago. I wanted to say something, but I forgot.
Like I don't mean that. Yeah, you could include new characters. Like the second game included a whole lot of new villains. Like I don't feel like that would be out of place at this time to include new villains, but they were never going to be like the main villains because that was clearly from day one that was Xehanort's role.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I agree. If there would be new villains, they still wouldn't outshine Xehanort. Even though one of these people kind of did.
I also did a prediction on the worlds that were going to be included, and at this point we already knew the confirmation of 4 worlds, which was Hercules, Tangle, Big Hero 6, and now Toy Story. And I did some prediction on the other worlds included, but at this point we didn't have a number even how many worlds there was going to be in the game, so I knew that there was going to be a fewer worlds than Kingdom Hearts 2. And I thought that 10 sounded like a good round number, so I predicted that Frozen was going to be in because it has a unique theme with the snow, and Frozen was really freaking popular at the time.
Really freaking popular.
Jungle Book, because I knew that was a world that had been cut in some previous Kingdom Hearts games, so I thought that it was going to be included this time. Aladdin and the King of Thieves, because an Aladdin world had been included in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, so I kind of just thought that they were going to maybe continue, and Aladdin's world is kind of has a lot of sand, so I guess the uniqueness of that world gave it those chances. Treasure Planet, I guess I kind of just included that because it was a very requested world with a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans. Monsters Inc., because of Pixar and the inclusion, I thought that we would get one more Pixar world, and Monsters Inc. made most sense to me. And then Wreck-It Ralph. When I thought about the Wreck-It Ralph world, I guess I thought specifically about Sugar Rush Land, because you couldn't really make Wreck-It Ralph's other teams work, I guess.
I mean, you're not wrong. But so at least in the mobile game, Union Cross, they did eventually add Wreck-It Ralph's world as well. And they did include scenes from Sugar Rush and also from the game station.
Well, what did they do in the game station? Because I guess they couldn't have the licenses for use.
It was it was only for a little while. It was when they were talking and hanging out, but otherwise it was mostly Sugar Rush, and they were retreading the movie as usual.
Let's see. So that was kind of my predictions at the time. Let's see. On February 10th, 2018, we got a new trailer which included more scenes from Toy Story World, some from Tangled World, the inclusion that Marlux is going to return. I guess.
Sorry.
I guess also Ariel as a kind of
A
friend attack thing.
So yeah, I remember conversation around this that because Ariel is a summon, then she won't have a world, and therefore no more musical or funny fun.
Maybe this was the first time that one of these characters from Other World was included in a trailer. I don't really remember. But in the same trailer, Another World was also shown, which was the Monster Inc. world. And we got these unique designs of Sora, Donald, and Goofy looking like monsters.
They are very cute.
And I guess also at the end of the trailer, it also included the return of Vanitas. That he was returning in this new organization.
Yeah, and also return of Dream Eaters.
Yeah,
Dream Eaters
they work in the same way as Ariel works. And by this point, I gotta say that this is probably my favorite trailer. Like, I remember some specific part with the music going really into it. Like, this felt like this was getting a bit epic, if that is a good word for it. Like, this to me with just a lot of unique info and how it was built up was really a good trailer. I remember. Let's see, February 10th, 2018, we got which I guess is, well, wait a minute, that's the same day as
Yeah,
the
that's the same
Monsters
day.
Inc. trailer. Yeah, and we got this release of the song Kingdom Hearts 3 theme song Don't Think Twice, which I guess at this point this was thought to be the only new Kingdom Hearts 3 songs. We later found out that there was going to be another with Skrillex.
Such a weird choice, but it works.
Yeah, but Skrillex apparently had talked openly about that he really liked the Kingdom Hearts series before, so I guess that's the reason.
Okay, and I see that we had another announcement on April 10th, the same year.
Yeah, this was kind of just an announcement that there was going to be some kind of Game Boy style mini games included based on all the Disney shorts, which I guess was a fun idea. Like, the games aren't that deep or anything, but it was a bit of a fun idea to theme these around all the Disney shorts.
And also return of Twilight Town. No, what's the name? Twilight Town.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they took...
No, you probably had seen that somewhere before when I think about it.
Okay, May
Yeah, you
19th.
saw it in the first trailer when I think about it. Let's see, on 19th May 2018 at some premiere event, there were a lot of, I guess, people that covered Kingdom Hearts that was invited to some kind of events, and we got a few information. Tetsuya Nomura, from what I can understand, was there and was interviewed, some questions. So I guess some things that we found out was the theme of the Kingdom Hearts series as a whole is heart. For Kingdom Hearts 3, the theme is resolution. When asked if Kingdom Hearts 3 would be darker than previous entries, the series as a whole has had a serious storyline, so I'd make sense if you think Kingdom Hearts 3 will have a serious storyline as well. But because it is the resolution of things that have been happening until now, I think there will be many surprises that you may not expect happen. Let's see, when asked about the inclusion of Pixar, Nomura said that having Pixar World in Kingdom Hearts 3 was necessary to him. Jahzzar said that the worlds were developed to both to be large enough to hold fun things they wanted to do, but also totally unique. Let's see, next the show developed on BTS video from D23 Japan. Jahzzar walked us through how cutscenes created and showed you unfinished areas in the Monsters Inc. world and Tangled world. Source Kingdom Hearts Insider. So that was, I guess, one of the major things that was announced was that Ralph was also going to be included as one of the
Summons.
Yeah. And then E3 happened, and E3 2018 for Kingdom Hearts was, I guess, really big because we got like 3 trailers in like 3 days, and every one of them was smack packed of new things. Like June 10, 2018 Microsoft E3, they showed a Frozen world. And I also think that they showed Rapunzel for the first time in the Tangled world. Maybe not, I'm not completely sure, but yeah, Frozen world was announced, and also that Larxene was back, but we kind of, at this point, we kind of knew that Larxene was going to be back because her voice actor had kind of already confirmed it in the past.
Yeah, plus with Marluxia being around, we weren't able to rule it out that she wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I guess we also got some scenes of Gummy Ship action. But the thing that I remember was like the big surprise and the big moment from that trailer was like right at the end, when the trailer comes in and Mickey is like trapped in some kind of darkness thing, and there's some characters that going up and to take a keyblade, and Mickey's kind of recognizing her, is that Aqua? And she kind of turns around and is like, Mickey, you're too late. And it is looking very Xehanort act, like she has now yellow eyes and like white hair, and this was really interesting at the time, because now it was like, wait, is Aqua going to be one of the maybe the 13 in the organization, or what is going to happen there?
Yeah, it was a cool twist.
Yeah, it was a really cool moment, which I remember that was really a hype part. And then, I guess we got some more story beats, like we got to see some kind of cooking minigame with Sora and Remy from Ratatouille. We got some cutscenes with Lee and Kyrie when they were training, and Sora's quest for Roxas.
Yeah, they also introduced Ratatouille, or the little chef.
Let's see. Next trailer that happened on June 11, 2018, E3 Sony's press conference. We got another new world, which was going to be the return of Pirates of the Caribbean. And this world, I guess from a visual point, looked very unique, because Sora, Donald and Goofy were certainly looking kind of realistic.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably like, here you can perfectly see like the usage of Unreal Engine 4. Like it looks weird, but it looks good.
Yeah, like the weirdest part for me was looking at Donald and seeing his individual feathers sometimes. I guess we also got the card guy from the organization was going to come back.
I always forget. He's the fruity one. Ah. Nevertheless, he's here.
Yeah, he's back. We also got some other things which made the Pirates of the Caribbean world look really big compared to everyone else. Like, there was sailing, there was Sora going diving under the ocean, it was him flying on his own enemies. Like, this world seemed really big compared to, I guess, what we had seen from the other worlds.
Like, yeah, you can have full-on naval battles in Kingdom Hearts. It's a little bit crazy.
In the finished product, that statement was also true. Like, the Pirates of the Caribbean world is so much bigger than pretty much every other world. We also at this event got to know the release date, which was going to be January 29, 2019. So we finally got a proper release date for the game,
which was very much awaited.
Yeah. As I said, 5 years, 7 months.
Yeah.
Finally getting a release date. Like before, in one of the slides, I had included that the release date had been confirmed to be the year 2018. And throughout the year, that was kind of what we knew until this moment where they announced that it was going to be released in January 29, 2019 instead. And then I guess we got the confirmation of a Big Hero 6 or we got to actually see the Big Hero 6 world this time. On September 10th, 2018.
And as you said, this was one of the first confirmed worlds, but this is the last one introduced.
Actually, not the last one introduced, but it was like the last main world introduced. Some things of that were included. There was also a lot of, like, I remember this trailer because the last 20 seconds had this montage of just so many things going on in cutscenes, like just 1 or 2 seconds long, and you were like, wow, that showed too much. Like this trailer, like all the other trailers was kind of like, oh fine, I can go into this game without feeling like I know everything. This trailer on the other hand was like, do you want to know everything that's going to happen in this game? Here you have 20 seconds.
But do you think it spoiled too much, or did it spoil just enough?
After playing Kingdom Hearts 3, I would say that it spoiled way too much.
Well, it's kind of a shame, but I guess they also wanted to show that they cared about the story and that there is it's not just Disney words again.
I would probably have wanted to not that. I would have liked more if I found them out when I was playing. On September 18, 2018, we got the artwork for, or the box artwork for Kingdom Hearts 3, which, when I first saw this, I thought that this would look amazing. Like the colors, the fact that there's
all of them.
I guess, there's
all of my blurbos.
If I remember correctly, there's 13 characters here, which is kind of a famous number for this series. Yeah, I just felt like this artwork looked amazing.
And for our listeners only, we're talking about the artwork. Yeah, the main artwork with all the characters on the... What is this building? What world is this?
This is not a word from the game.
Oh.
This is just artwork, I guess. Let's see. November 3rd, 2018 at Luca. I guess we got a better showcase on the Tangle World. The Tangle World and Hercules World were kind of a little bit weird because a lot of the other worlds has like dedicated announcement videos. Tangled and Hercules were kind of just shown in snippets throughout Kingdom Hearts 3 run. So it was like interesting to get a dedicated trailer or a little bit of a showcase to it. Let's see, then we have the announcement of... this is the same video when I think about it.
Yeah, it's the 100
in the same video we got an announcement of the last world, which was going to be based on Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, this little bear cannot stop getting into trouble. And into every single Kingdom Hearts game.
Not every single one, but he has been, I guess, in most of them. And this time Pooh is having trouble because he can't remember who Sora is. And so Sora is going to play some mini games to help Pooh get his memory back.
He has to relink that chain of memories, I suppose.
I remember that the artwork for this world too was really fun to see. Like, it felt more like a storybook kind of artwork.
It's definitely way more washed out. But going back to what Nomura said about thinking how these characters come from paintings and like painterly styles,
paintbrushed artwork.
Yeah, it is really nicely reflected in this world.
Yeah, let's see. November 10, 2018, we got some I guess some more story details. I guess we got to see Terra Xehanort for the first time. We also got to see Dark Xehanort or Dark Baymax and
Chirifi.
let's see. What did you say?
Chirifi, the little cat dream eater.
Yeah. And some other story details like
Hater trying to kick Xehanort in the ass.
more in the head, according to this picture.
It's true. Still fun.
Let's see. December 9, 2018. We got the second song, Face My Fears, with Skrillex and Hikura Utada. And so this is kind of us getting the intro music for what the Kingdom Hearts 3 opening scene was going to include.
Oh, also, a small information notice. So, Hikaru Utada is currently re-recording her older songs. And there is a big chance that she will make a new recording of... oh god, what's the name of the song? Simple and Clean. This is the second time in this episode I forget the name of the song. So there is a big chance that a new version will be coming out pretty soon.
Okay. Yeah, and one thing that I just found interesting is that between the release of the game and E3 2018, when we got so many trailers in that E3, I thought that they were going to be easy on the content, but they showed a lot of more trailers. Let's see, including on December 17, 2018, which again kind of felt like they included way too much story details.
Like the biggest picture here is like, isn't it like a massive spoiler? The world that never was.
Well, I guess it isn't a spoiler because it was shown in the trailer. Scala Al-Kailum, which when this was presented, I remember this feeling like this was a very unique looking final world because it was so white and light to it. Like the other games were kind of like dark.
I think this is also the hub world for the new Kingdom Hearts mobile game. Because there's a second one on the horizon and it's something akin to Pokemon Go.
Like one thing that like this world looked so unique and I wanted to explore it. Unfortunately in the game there's not a lot to explore.
Nope. It's just a gauntlet to get to the enemy.
Yeah, and the trailer showcased what I felt was again a little bit too much story details, especially now when we are so close to release date.
Yeah, like we had a confirmation that Xion will be coming back from this trailer alone. This would be such a massive reveal just in game.
Yeah, and that Donald kind of got hurt. He had the goofy moment from Kingdom Hearts 2.
They're both nobodies. I'm telling you, they're both working for Xehanort.
And so, finally, we come to the last slide of this presentation, which is January 29, 2019, which was going to be the release day of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yay!
Yay, we finally arrived. This took a long time.
It took 5 years, 7 months, and how many days?
It took, just from the announcement, it took 5 years, 7 months, and 19 days. The wait
was finally over.
And yeah, in the next episode we're going to actually I guess I'm going to talk about what I actually felt about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Would it be alright if I brought popcorn? Or would it be awful for our audio?
Probably not that good for the audio, but if you want... As long as you aren't eating while you're talking.
I'll grab big smacks of popcorn and ingest the Kingdom Hearts information into me, so it's easier to digest. Again, thank you all for listening to this episode of the Media Bubble Podcast. Hit that subscribe button of passion, and big thanks to Jahzzar for intro and outro comedy. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter, YouTube, or Tumblr. And see you again soon, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.